Sometimes we feel like reading manhwa or manhwa where we can see the protagonist grow from scratch. There are many of those out there focusing on a child character, though that doesn't always mean that it is catered towards a younger audience. So today I will be recommending you guys top 10 manhwa and manhwa where the main character is a child. So let's start our list.
But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want.
Coming at number 10, we have The Scholar Warrior. This manhwa is about the journey of a lazy martial artist who was considered a genius of his age. The protagonist, Cheon Song, is the only son of the Hebei Thousand Swords family and the grandson of King Kwon. He's a lazy young master who wants to become an imperial scholar, but his family wants him to become a martial artist since he's the only heir of the family. The art of this manhwa is good and the story is also above average. The main character is weak, but he isn't a wimp. He goes through character development with the progression of the story. Coming at number 9, we have The Millennium Alchemist. Won Sewol was abandoned in a forest filled with monsters and ghosts. Fortunately, he was adopted by 5 martial arts masters and learned the best martial art techniques. Although the 5 masters were godly beings, their inner balance was on the verge of being destroyed. Now, Won Sewol decides to get out of this forest and take revenge on behalf of his masters. Both the art and story of this manhwa is good. The main character is a martial arts genius and gets stronger real quickly. There is a lot of time skip till he turns the age of 18 and most of the characters don't have a backstory. You can try this out if you have nothing else to read. Coming at number 8, we have Strongest Fighter. After getting hit by a truck during his date, the main character dies and gets reborn as a baby in the world of martial arts. After joining the Jongnam clan, which was one of the 9 strongest clans, he receives the name Gunchung. Using the knowledge of his past life to learn the true meaning of martial arts, he becomes strong quickly and starts his journey in the world of Murim. Many people dislike this manhwa due to its pacing. It has a lot of time skips and it doesn't show much of main character's training regime. Both the art and story is awesome and the main character is overpowered from the start. Trust me and read it. You will definitely enjoy it if you are a fan of martial arts. Coming at number 7, we have Azure Legacy. After witnessing the death of his mother, Meng Chuan trained very hard hoping to avenge her death one day. But his peaceful training days were broken as his wedding engagement got carried off, and at the same time, the sanctuary fell into the hands of foreign forces. Now, in order to protect the people of Ning City, he picked up his sword and vowed to become the strongest. The art of this manhwa is top tier and the story is well written. The main character here is very talented and gets stronger really quickly. And after a few chapters, you will see development in his character. And unlike other cultivation manhwa, none of the characters here are ignorant and most of them are likable. So if you're looking for good cultivation manhwa, then you can try it out. Coming at number 6, we have The Magic Chef of Ice and Fire. Magicians use elements such as ice, fire, wind, earth, light and darkness. Nian Bing was the son of a fire and ice mage. After witnessing the death of his parents by the Ice Lord, he received both of his parents' magic gems. While escaping from the Lord's followers, Nian Bing managed to cast both ice and fire magic at the same time, which was considered impossible. After falling from a cliff, he was saved by an old man who was a genius chef, and thus begins Nian Bing's journey to become the greatest chef while seeking vengeance for his parents. Both the art and story of this manhwa is awesome. It has no cliché scenes and the main character is quite ruthless. But its new chapters release very slowly and it is currently on hiatus, so don't expect new chapters anytime soon. Other than that, it is a very good manhwa and you should definitely try it out. Coming at number 5, we have Gret. The protagonist Gret was a great sage that knew how to use all 4 elements. Due to his monstrous talent, no one ever became his friend and he spent his life alone. But due to his kind soul, all the elemental spirits who would never come in contact with normal people became his friends. After dying due to old age, Kret mysteriously wakes up in the body of Prince Judas, and now he decides to live with both people and spirits. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is good, and the MC of this manhwa is one of the kindest person that I have ever seen. He's overpowered but doesn't use his power and decides to live a peaceful life. So, if you are looking for a wholesome manhwa with very less action scenes, then you can check this out. Coming at number 4, we have Return of the Mount Hua Sect. Chung Myung, the 13th disciple of the Mount Hua sect and one of the 3 great swordsmen, wakes up in the body of a child, 100 years after his bloody battle and the leader of the demonic cult Cheonma. However, he was shocked to find out that his Mount Hua sect had now become a mere third-rate sect, and thus begins Chung Myung's journey to restore Mount Hua to its former glory. Both the art and story of this manhwa is really good. The main character uses his previous life's knowledge and experience to become strong quickly. He is a good leader and trains his peers to become stronger. He is also smart and makes full use of the opportunity that arise in front of him. Although the pacing of the story is a bit slow, this manhwa is definitely worth a read. Coming at number 3, we have Return of the Unrivaled Spear Knight. Joshua Sanders was a spear-wielding hero that brought the end to the Empire's civil war. Despite being called the Empire's unrivaled spear, he was betrayed and killed by the person he trusted the most, the Emperor. But just when he was about to draw his last breath, his spear Lugia sent him to the past when he was still a weak child, and thus he begins the journey of his ultimate revenge. The main character of this manhwa is both strong and smart. He uses his previous life's experience to become strong quickly and takes advantage of his wisdom and his knowledge of the future whenever needed. He is quite ruthless and beats everyone who tries to hurt him or his family. The art is also top tier and the character development of the side characters is also good. This was a very satisfying read and I highly recommend you to read it too. Coming at number 2, we have Swordsheath's Child. The protagonist Bira is a boy who loves spending his time fishing and wandering in the wilderness with his grandfather. But one day his grandfather suddenly disappears after telling him to wait at the forest. After waiting for many years for his grandfather's return, Bira had a chance encounter with Tanyu, a former general who was on a quest of finding his childhood love. After learning about Tanyu's dangerous mission, Bira decides to leave the forest in order to protect him. The art of this manhwa is super gorgeous from start till the end. The story is also good, but it gets sidetracked really quickly. All the characters are interesting and most of them have their own backstories. The main character is also overpowered from the start and keeps getting stronger as the story progresses. If you have patience and don't mind reading the side stories of different characters, then you will definitely enjoy this manhwa. Coming at number 1, we have Lightning Degree. The protagonist Ryu-yeon lost his father when he was only 10 years old. With a skill he learned in his childhood, he carved a beautiful sculpture of his father, which caught the attention of an elderly man who introduced himself as a hidden Murim master. With nowhere to go, Ryu-yeon decides to become the old man's disciple and walk the path of a martial artist. This manhwa is a masterpiece. Its art is top tier and the story is really well written, but the progression speed is a bit slow. The main character is weak at the beginning and unlike other manhwas, the MC here has to face many difficulties to become stronger. This manhwa also has a lot of comedy scenes and it will definitely make you laugh. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.